Big Huff Daddy here. Got that Monday mix. Got a lot of football to talk about. We got some basketball starting out. So let's jump right into it. Well, the quick picks yesterday did pretty good, except for we had two old guys really just kind of stink it up on the field. I'm not going to really give it all the credit to the old guys for stinking it up on the field. But man, oh man, we're gonna have some issues this week. I can hear Stephen A. already talking about that bad man. Oh man, the sun is really coming up right now, and it's good timing. And then the goat. Ugh, the goat is looking bad this year, man. What's going on with these two old guys? Kind of jump right into it. Man. Whew. Let's talk about Tampa first. 21-3 in Carolina versus the Panthers. Yo, this sun, guys, it's like it's getting my eyeballs. No touchdowns. Dude got a field goal the last quarter. 32-49. I think at this point, Tampa should not be throwing the ball 50 times in a football game. I don't care who you're playing. Tampa should not be playing. Should not be throwing the football 50 times. Come on, Tampa. They really got to get a running game going, man. Look at their rushing. They even had Godwin doing a little rush of Rooskies. But come on, man. This is not really Fournette. I would expect a little bit better out of Fournette. Bro, 8 carries for 19 yards. That's bad. I don't know when they put in this guy White. 6 carries for 24 yards. Average of 4 yards. That's not bad. You could go. That's like what, 12 yards every 3 touches. So that's like respectable, but you really got to get this running game going. Tampa can't be throwing 50 times in a football game. And then, how many carries are these? This 8, 14 carries total for your running backs. That's really kind of pathetic. They got to get that running game down, man. Versus these Panthers, come on. The Panthers ran all over them, 173, and then they lost their dude to San Fran, their running back. But come on, man, this is bad. Not even many penalties, only 4 penalties, 6 punts. Tampa only got sacked once. Another thing is he's not really trusting his line. They really got to get that run game going. But man, that's bad. Let's go on to the Packers at the Commanders. Like, at least Carolina was in the Super Bowl was that like 5 years ago, maybe something like that. And man, where's Washington been? Washington hasn't done anything. I don't even know when Washington was like, when Alex Smith first came in. They had Alex Smith. I remember Madden in like 06. I was killing him with the Washington. And who's the running back? Old days. But anyways, man, Packers, these guys got to catch. I know, like, young team, Aaron, old head, young coach. But man, they gotta You got to get it together. It can't be, this is week 7, about halfway in to the football season, man. Already, wow. Time is going by. 23 for 35, 194 yards, 2 touchdowns, not bad. This guy, I don't even know how to say his last name. He threw an interception. But guys, come on. You got to be able to beat Washington. Green Bay. Like, I don't even know what else to say. That's it. Like, you guys they're trash. You're not going to win this NFC North. You're lucky if they get a wild card out of that. We're going to look at the NFC this week and the AFC this week, break down the divisions now that we're about halfway into the season, and kind of look at what we're thinking the next half of the season is going to be. But, man, the way these Vikings been playing this first half of the season, and they got a bye, they had a bye this week. I'm going to peek ahead and see kind of who the Vikings are going to be playing next week. But, man, Green Bay's going to be playing the Bills Sunday night. I guess the Vikings are going to be playing Monday night. They don't got right here, Cardinals. Cardinals are going to be in Minnesota. That's going to be a win for the Vikings. That's all I'm saying right now. And the Packers are probably going to get destroyed by the Bills. Whew. Yeah, got a little quick peek right there. Quick peek. Man, anyways, I did pretty good on the picks, other than the old guys yesterday. Just kind of looking back, everything else, kind of went as how I was thinking it was going to go. We had the Browns in Baltimore, close game. The Ravens were able to edge it out right there. Let me see. Jackson, only 16 attempts, 120 yards. I kind of like the way, I like that design. You just kind of, you look at these stats real quick, and more carries than throws, and I like that. Baltimore's they're a running team right now, and the way the Jackson Lamar was performing the last 2 to 3 minutes of the games, just take the ball out of his hands, a little bit less pressure, and just run over these boys. We talked about Bucks at Panthers, Falcons, and Cincinnati. Bengals just taking care of business, 35-17. They were really blowing them out. Atlanta 17 points right there in the second quarter. Mariota respectable 8-13, 124 yards. No interceptions though, so that's pretty good. But man, Bengals really getting back on point. Burrow 3 TDs, 481 yards. Sheesh. He really put it on them. Man, yeah. The Bengals, they were, looking good at home. You're looking at these stats, and man, just total domination right here. Total yards 537 to 214 yards. Mariota only had 100 passing yards to this 450. Sheesh, they put it on them. Lions in Dallas. Cowboys won that one. Carrying on, the Giants and Jags. I had that one on TV yesterday. That was a close game. Giants were able to, just take care of business, man. Their defense, it's like a bend out break. They'll really they'll hang in there and get the timely stops, man, to really kind of seal the game. Close games these for the Giants these last few weeks, but man, it's kind of, you want to win these close games to kind of show your team's resiliency. It looked like the Giants quarterback threw an interception, and no interceptions by the Jags. So really just just taking on that adversity, head on. We talked about Jags, or we talked about Packs in Washington. We had Tennessee and the Colts. Tennessee hosting the Colts. Kind of, man, Matt Ryan, 2 interceptions. Whew. I mean, I was talking about Matty and this in the quick picks, just like, he's at the end of these old guys, man. They just got to get out of the league. Get out of the way, old guys. Matt Ryan, Tampa, I know you're the GOAT. Oh, man, Russ Wilson's kind of getting old too, man. Titans taking care of the business, taking care of the ball. It looks, classic Titans football, like not a lot of scoring, just some rough, tough football. Right here, Texans, Raiders. These teams aren't really going to do anything. I know the Raiders had a lot of hope coming into the season, just like my Broncos. But the reality is, there are 2-4 teams, 6 games in the season. That's all I got to say. Broncos, same thing, hosting the Jets. Reality, there are 2-5 team, 7 games into the season. Jets really looking good, but 16-9 versus that Denver defense. They got to get this offense strained out. Ooh, KC and 49ers. What a game that was. 44-23. Patty, 25-34, 423 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. I mean, Garoppolo, 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, interception. Also, man. So, that was a game. I don't know if Jimmy G got hurt or something. They got this guy Prudy in. He had 9 attempts, 66 yards, and an interception. So, Chiefs just getting back to business. The defense, the offense putting up points. Patty, half a Billy, just out there doing the thing. Seahawks and Chargers. Let me see if Herbert did play. 33 of 51, 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. But like Seahawks, man, Seahawks are kind of really, really shocking us right now. Geno, 20 of 27. That's not bad. That's good. Good completion rate. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. You want to keep them interceptions down, but 37 of 23. Seahawks almost looking dominant right here. And you're looking at these stats, the third downs, 5 of 9, where the Chargers 5 of 15. So really, Geno doing the thing. One of the offense, that Seahawks defense getting it together, man. Going the Sunday night, we had the Steelers and the Dolphins. Kind of, it was a decent game. I caught a little bit over there at the end. Whoa, Pickett, 3 interceptions. Come on, man. You cannot win a football game. 3 interceptions, 1 touchdown. 32 of 44. See, these quarterbacks throwing over 40. See, I had that guy throwing over 40. Let's see what Casey did. Mahomes, 34 attempts. So, how many attempts did Rodgers? 35. So, what I'm trying to say is these pass heavy teams. I mean, the Bengals though. When you have Chase, Boyd, like these boys got burners though. These pass heavy offenses, you get kind of predictable, and if you got a good defense with some good DBs, like, you really got to run the ball, man. 10-16 Miami, good thing Tua's back. They have, Miami's got a couple receivers, they got some speed. Oh, I did remember that graphic that they put up there. Miami is actually the fastest overall team when you're talking about your skill players, running backs, receivers, tight ends. So that's pretty cool. that's the wrap up right here. We got the Monday night, Chicago in New England. We did pretty good on these picks, except for the old guys. Oh man, can't wait. This is gonna be the first thing Stephen A. talks about, man. I was trying to think like they have what's his name for the Cowboys on, but like yo, the Cowboys played the Lions yesterday, so guys, stop talking about the Cowboys so much. So that's pretty much it for that Sunday. Ooh man, some decent games on. We got the NBA starting. We had NBA first. Was it like the first week? I want to say opening week. This last week, we had some good games. Some interesting headlines starting to develop right now, and yeah, it looks like there's only like 3 games that's been played. So the opening week last week, just kind of right here, just running it down through the east side. We got Celtics undefeated and the Bucks undefeated, 3-2 games, and it's going to be a long NBA season. We got 80 more games to be played, 79 more games to be played. So it's going to be a long season. Right here, these top 2 teams right now, I think they're going to be the top 2 teams going on the rest of the season. Celtics, Bucks, respectively. And then, you got the Nets right there. You got Heat that's going to be in it. And then who's going to be, the next teams? The Bulls. You got the Hawks. Raptors were looking pretty decent last year too. So that's going to be interesting to see on who's going to be coming out of the East, and kind of same thing in the West. I feel like this season is going to be this kind of same thing as the last couple seasons. We have the East. You got about 4 or 5 teams that could be in the running, and it's really going to be depending on health. And same thing with the Western Conference. We're going to have a few teams that are going to be looking really strong going into the playoffs, and it's really going to be about health. Like, man, the Grizz, man, they were looking so good versus the Warriors, and they just got hurt in the playoffs, and the Warriors were able to advance and win the championship. So I really want to see if the Grizz can get back in the playoffs and perform. The Jazz, they're going to be up there. Utah's going to be up there. The Suns, Portland Trailblazers, they're going to be up there. Like, these teams, we're going to be talking about these teams. We're going to be talking about the Warriors. We're going to be talking about Nuggets. We talk about Mavericks. The Lakers are just looking so bad. Are they going to be able to get any shooting, man? Come on. And then we're going to have, like, the Clippers. They're going to have all these expectations, with their team they got set up, with Wall, with Kawhi. So man, we got a lot of NBA stories getting set up for the season. First week, that's kind of what's jumping out to me in the first week. Just Lakers horrible shooting. Jaws looking good. Man, he's just so exciting. And just kind of, we'll see what the Warriors are going to be doing. If they can get back, do a back-to-back. If anybody can step it up to the next level with like these teams like Denver, like Utah, like the Trailblazers, are they going to be able to take the next step to get into the conference finals, win a couple playoff games? Like, can the Mavs win, get to the finals, West Finals, win a couple playoff series? Like, these teams are good, but they don't they don't really take it to the next level in the playoffs. So, just kind of taking it back to the East. Are can Celtics get back to the finals again? Are the Bucks going to be healthy? Is Middleton going to be able to come back? And because really, we're seeing Middleton. He needs to stay healthy to get to that next level, to get to the conference finals, to win another one. I said Miami got to be able to get to the finals, get to the conference finals. Can they get another piece to really push them over that edge? Because right now, I just don't see it with them. Like, we'll see. I mean, they got the culture, but I'm a Heat fan, so we'll see how this goes. And then, what are these other teams that can maybe take it to the next level? Can these Bulls take it to the next level? Can the Raptors take it to the next level? I don't really see, like, can the Nets with this team actually win a playoff game? Like, guys, don't get swept. Sheesh. So, yeah, man, we got some stories, some NBA stories. First week of the NBA, going to be a long season. About halfway into the NFL season, I'm going to be doing some deep dives, some breakdowns into the conferences, the AFCs, the NFC. Kind of see what teams are leading their divisions, see what teams I think are going to be able to win their division if they're not already leading their division, and kind of what I think the wild cards are going to be and what the playoffs are going to be looking like, because we're halfway in. Some of these teams are getting their bye weeks in, and NFL. I can't say one thing about this NFL right now. There's really not. You got about. Let me see. You got the Eagles. You got KC. You got the Bills, and I'm trying to think of like another NFC team that's kind of looking up there with the Eagles. I mean, this NFC East with New York coming out playing hard. We got the Vikings. The Vikings always play hard, but then they don't win playoff games. So, like, are the Vikings going to be able to really start getting into some playoff wins? Geno, man, looking really good with the Seahawks. Sheesh, Tampa looking bad. What else we got, man, in the AFC? I talked about Bills, KC. Dolphins, they were looking good in the beginning, but then they started getting injuries. So, the Jets, emerging, looking good. Like, you really can't. I would say you got them three teams that I mentioned. You got the Eagles looking really good. Oh, I didn't even mention the Saints. Like, they're doing some interesting things. So we'll see. Kind of, can King Henry run over everybody? Whew. Got some sports, guys. Big HD ENT. If you made it all the way this way, just comment. Who's gonna win? Get in the playoffs, man. Who's gonna be in the NFC Championship game? AFC champions. What do you think about this NBA first opening week? I got a lot to talk about this week. Try to get it going. Like, subscribe, comment. Big HD out.